Hey, what's going on, guys? Kins here. In this video I'd like to make a little announcement, and the announcement is that I've just started a new YouTube channel which is called Chess Programming. And for those of you who has been following this Kins channel for quite a bit of time, you probably know that eventually, before ever becoming a web developer or Python developer specializing in web scraping, initially I've been doing chess programming for about 3 years. That allowed me to get a solid foundation in C programming language, and actually that helped me to understand the flow of programming in general. So after that, there wasn't really much difference for me, like what kind of language to master. Either that would be the Python or JavaScript. Well, I did even eventually I did even start with the JavaScript and switch to Python later on. So what I want to say that even if you're not interested in chess programming in terms of like you don't really want to create your own chess program to play with or to make it play with another computers or competing like in the computer chess contests or something. Even still, if you're a beginner or if you're a student, if you have time, that's important note here. And if you want to understand like kind of the very flow of programming, chess programming is definitely an option for you, because like once I've asked one of my good friends, and I asked him like if you would be teaching me programming, like could you actually pick up some sort of a better task to kickstart with, something better than a chess programming, in order to get all the basics regarding programming in general. And he said like I guess not, because like chess programming really covers the vast majority of programming principles. So all you need to know about the loops, the conditions, reference and data, so understanding the data structures, even though they're way different in C compared to the high level languages like Python or JavaScript. But still, like if you understand this low level stuff, you will have a much deeper understanding of how the high level stuff works, like in Python or in JavaScript. So I highly encourage you guys to discover the fairy world of chess programming for you, in order to learn C programming language, improve your programming skills. And if you just started or you didn't yet learn any language, like starting with C is not that simple. It's quite pretty tricky and it's complicated and it's definitely challenging. But if you master C, you would master whatever language, I guess. So that's gonna it regarding this announcement. So just a few words regarding the particular content and the content presentation on the chess programming channel. So I'm gonna be following the traditions of my main Kins channel in terms of presenting the material and things like that. But at the same time, there would be many, well, in theory, in my great plans, there should have appeared lots of chess programs being written entirely from scratch, involving different techniques like different board representations, move generation methods, search algorithms, the different evaluation functions and methods and things like that. So covering really lots of interesting topics that are available within the chess programming, which is the entire world basically. And it's been a passion of mine for quite a bit of time, like I've been mentioning already, and I can say this numerous times again, because this is really addicting. So chess programming is very addictive. And like when I had a chat on chess programming forum, there was a guy called Harmgert Muller. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the guy's name right, which is the author of the Micromax chess engine that I'm a big fan of, and I did even make a chess programming crash course in this channel, which is based on the Harm's chess program basically. So he said like if you ever started with the chess programming, you will probably never give it up. It's like a lifelong love, things like that. And even though I've dropped that for last year because a year ago I decided to become a software developer. I decided to become a paid software developer, which is quite pretty important. And I'm freelancing for about a year. Well, at this moment it's slightly bit more than a year, but still. And I really needed to learn all the stuff that is needed for production. But all that applied programming that I'm demonstrating you in my web scraping videos, but still, like now I feel like when my freelancing career is going on its own, and I don't really need to do many efforts in order to keep it going. Basically, I don't want to say that I'm getting bored, but like you always need to refresh your own self. You always need to develop your own self in order to avoid stucking in the swamp. Yeah. So chess programming is the exact thing that you can get back to it anytime, and it seems like you're doing literally the same that you've been doing 1,000 times before, but you're kind of rediscovering something incredibly new and interesting within those same patterns you've been following through the years. So now I've just started creating a new chess program from scratch based on hexadecimal 88 mailbox board representation, which I'm a big fan of. And again, like I'm doing this from scratch, and I'm so excited that I really want to share this with you guys. So feel free to subscribe to Chess Programming channel and follow the tutorials there. So the same code makikin, the same material presentation, and all the same stuff basically, but it's just C programming language, it's just chess programming, but it's almost like web scraping, like not really big difference there. So even though the videos are supposed to be as a series, and the series could have been quite pretty long at the very end, but still I would be trying to present the material separately, in terms of like every single video might have been followed as a single tutorial, assuming that you've downloaded the code that needs to be downloaded in order to work with the stuff presented in the current given topic. So you can start basically from whatever video there. Well, at the moment there is only the first video, the very kind of first and the only one. But for those of you who would be watching this video later, when when there would be more videos on the Chess Programming channel, I hope so. In that case, you can basically start from whatever and just jump in and write some code and try to understand like what's going on under the hood. So I'm trying to explain all things that I can, including some C programming language specific pitfalls, maybe call them like that. So this is going to be quite pretty exciting. Well, this is it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Chess Programming channel, and see you next time. Until okay, just take care.